Hello, everyone. I'm gonna say hello. I should have said hi. Okay, whatever. Hi, everyone. I'm Seti Rocks, and today or tonight doesn't really matter. It depends on when you're watching this. Actually, um, I am just gonna give my reactions to the VGX. For those of you that don't know, that is Spike TV's Video Game Awards, but instead of calling it VGA this year, they did VGX because it's, I believe, their 10th year of doing it. So, 10 Roman numerals is X. And yeah, uh, basically, summary of it is I did not enjoy it very much. First thing that struck me right off the bat was that it wasn't in like a arena type place. It was pretty much in like a basement. Well, not a basement, but in like a room. And they had like a car, and they had like couches for the interviews, which was really cool. So, but when I first saw that, I was kind of like, okay, I don't see any audience and stuff like that. So that's kind of one thing that kind of got me right off the bat. But generally, it was not a lot of fun for me personally because, I really did enjoy the world premieres. I think they really showed a lot of cool world premieres. I was very excited for Broken Age, especially when they announced that Elijah Wood was voice acting Shay. I was like, oh my god, Elijah Wood! Ah! And then they also had Jack Black on it. So I'm very excited for the game right now. And it comes out next month. Yes, episode 1 comes out next month. So that's very exciting. It's always nice seeing Reggie. I know. I'm a big Nintendo fangirl, so anytime I see anything Nintendo, I'm like, oh my gosh. I was hoping for a something Smash Brothers related, something Zelda related, but they ended up showing Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, which I'm okay with because, the game's coming out in a couple months, so I guess they decided, okay, let's concentrate on the one that's coming closer, and then, maybe at like an E3 or something, we can show them, something that's after that, because Smash Brothers is due out next year. I'm predicting a November release, so I'm guessing next year at E3 we're gonna see more of that. But I digress. So yeah, so Broken Age was cool. Seeing Reggie was cool. There were a lot of cool stuff I'm excited for. I'm now excited for Southwest Stick of Truth. What else? Yeah, there were a lot of big name games. They had Titanfall and The Division, which looked really good. But those aren't really games that really interest me. I will probably pick up The Division when it comes out, but for now, that's kind of what I was looking for. But I understand that it was exciting for some people because you're like, oh my gosh, new footage, and this is how the engine works, and stuff like that. But yeah, generally, it wasn't an award show. They had, I think, almost 20 categories or something of the sorts, and they only showed about 5 or 6. Those being, Game of the Year, Best Shooter, Best Sports Game. Where's the best Xbox? Where's the best PlayStation? Those are the ones that I was excited for, especially Best Handheld. Because I was going through, I was pretty much when I was voting, all the nominees, I couldn't decide which one I wanted. So that just reminded me that 2013 has been such a great year for gaming when I can't decide between 2 games. So by the time I was done, I'm like, okay, you know what? Whoever wins, I don't care because it's what's important is the games you play. But they rarely showed them. So when they showed the first award and they were like, oh, and this year we let the studios do their own thing. I'm like, ooh, it'd be so exciting if like Animal Crossing won an award, and how would they do that? Or if Pyroman won an award, how would they do that? Or that's kind of how I was thinking. But they only showed Game of the Year, Best Studio, and all that. So I was pretty bummed about that. And wow, Joe McHale. So I have honestly never heard of Joe McHale, or I think his name was Jeff Knightley before. Yeah, send in the pitchforks, but I don't really get around much. I tend to only go into certain circles, quote unquote, it seems. But, okay, so Jeff looked okay. Jeff was fine, but Joe McHale, I hated that he interrupted people during an interview. You ask a question, wait for them to answer, before you know, say something. Don't interrupt them in the middle. Then that ruins the interview. Then they might as well just be interviewing you. If you ask a question and they answer it, and you say it and you add something on it. So Joe McHale was not very fun to watch, and I mean, he made a lot of snide. He said a lot of things, but you know, in this day and age, I've kind of learned to ignore those kind of things. Um. So yeah. I honestly thought I had a lot more to say, but yeah, I did not enjoy it. I was thinking about last year's. I think last year's own. The only thing that kind of upset me was, I don't remember what upset me from last year, but last year was really cool because they showed most of the awards. I think a good majority. They left out like 3 or 4 or something, like the littler one of the littler, I say littler, something like best mobile or something like that. But yeah, I liked that one because you know they would actually bring someone on to present the award, and I always think it's really cool when I see like a celebrity that I admire, and they come on and they say, "Oh, I've been playing video games," and that's kind of like, oh, I mean, maybe they don't play that much, but the fact that you know they acknowledge it. I think they had the guy, I forgot his real name, the guy that played Leonard on Big Bang Theory. I think they had him on last year, and I thought that was really cool because that was back then when I enjoyed the show. Um, but yeah, so this year VGX did not live up to expectations, and well, I hope they're able to counteract that next year with something better. I'm just saying, Spike. I don't know if you guys are watching this. You know, show more awards. We do really enjoy the world premieres and stuff. Like, yes, keep those coming because you know there are not a lot of opportunities for developers to show off their new content. I mean, you know, on like a big platform because you usually get E3. Yes, E3 is a good time for that, but you know, E3 is only once a year. So between June and now, of course, we have 6 months. Of course, there's going to be new stuff. There's going to be new stuff coming out. So you know, VGX slash VGA is always a good platform for the developers and stuff to show off new stuff. Like, hey, remember that thing we showed you 6 months ago? Here's some updated content on that. So yeah, show more awards. Do keep up with the award premieres. 3 hours is fine, but you need to, you know, just show more stuff, like to keep them listening. I did enjoy I did enjoy a lot of the interviews. I did enjoy the live demos. Those are really great. So yeah, keep that. And I saw that you had a lot more indie developers, and you know, indies hold a special place in my heart right now. So I'm happy for that. But yeah, and please find someone else to host, someone who at least has a good knowledge on gaming and isn't gonna make snide remarks here and there. So so yeah, if you would do that for next year, that would be great. I don't know if you guys will watch this. I mean, if you do, let me know. That'd be kind of embarrassing, but I mean, I already put this up, so I've already embarrassed myself enough. So yeah, that was my take on the VGX. Not really much to say. I had a lot planned in my head, but right now it seems to be going off. But yeah, so you know, let me know what you guys think. Did you like the VGX this year? Did you not like it? What do you want to see more of? What do you want to see less of? You know, leave comments. I have my social media stuff down at the bottom. So there's that, and you know, let's just keep on keeping on what we do best. And all right, I'll see you guys later. Bye.